Their draft pick out of China and seeing what he can do. He's played 3 years in the CBA, the Chinese Basketball Association.
Yeah, we're all intrigued by him, and you know, Marbury. I talked to Marbury, and he had some great things to say about this young man here also. So.
Corneli with a miss, rebound tapped around. Taylor, Zhou Qi draws the foul, and he will go to the free throw.
We really felt, I really admired Coach in Phoenix, Zhou Qi throwing it down. I really admired him in Phoenix, and then both his average is not good enough. If you want to win the title, you got to get to the top 10 area. So.
And when you talk about top 10, you talk about defensive efficiency, because points per game really doesn't.
And we'll take the power forward and make him a stretch forward like Xi.
With a steal. We'll get to that in a moment. Beats Hernan Gomez to the rack. The reverse not there. Follow, no. Xi is able to follow it in. You played in the Bad Boys days, very physical defense. 7 straight points. Zhou Qi ends that run with the follow basket. Rockets have led it by as many as 15. Nuggets have yet to lead. 6.5 remaining third quarter. Williams. Qi, Williams has got to get out of the way. Qi lays it up and in and draws the foul. Meanwhile, Troy Williams is trying to not get stepped on.
President Arturas Konashovas, our GM, have done a really good job of putting together a deep roster. It put pressure on me to make some hard decisions of who can play and who can't play, but Gallo is gone. We'll have other guys step up, and I think Will Barton and Wilson.
Zhou Qi for 3.
Yeah. Zhou Qi.
And guys, changes people's lives, and hopefully we'll be able to find a couple.
Beyond the acquisition,
40, but he's also going to make a play. And I think Kyrie, the biggest thing for him, he's got to find some. There's an older player, Gil, who played overseas. You got 5 guys on the court. You don't have one.
In the NBA, a while back, Zhou Qi puts it on the floor, going around Bender. Good aggressive move.
You got Devin Booker coming off the bench.
You guys know your career highs off the top of your heads?
Yes, I do.
What was it?
Mine was 41.
41.
This is what I'm saying. Phoenix has guys who've been in the league. You see the movement, the passing. It's a little bit offensive.
That's a tough ball. What you got, Kenny?
Well, good move. I thought it was a good basket to flourish or kind of be what Dwight Howard was, but the mini version that just didn't fit with the way.
Sport View counts it all.
Just checking.
You wonder, will Mike Dan that NBA-wise? He did play in the NBA last year. Tim Quarterman in for Houston. You saw him hounding. James tried to get it up on the lob, and instead it'll go as an easy 2 for Isaiah Taylor. Is that what your son wears?
My son? I think he's going to wear 30. I'm not sure. It's not
Williams. Josh Jackson working with Christian Wood.
Oh, let's go with it.
Bender out of the mid post with Zhou Qi. Haven't seen Joe in a while. Swatted away by Joe. You see that? We checked, by the way, Kenny. There are no fines for technical fouls in Summer League. Zhou Qi with the putback for Houston to 20 at the free throw line. There's Joe. Going to be a very young team. Jackson and Joe has the answer.
I don't know. Let's see.
That might be a get that shot out of here.
That is.
Feed to Bender, out to Chris. Good look from Bender to find Chris. Couldn't.
This crowds throughout the course of the week as well. A large following of West Coast teams, especially the Los Angeles Lakers. By Williams, back comes Radicevic. Little drag screen for him into the paint and blocked by Zhou Qi.
Well, they love what Zhou Qi can do, Mark. He's obviously the kid from China. He can stretch the floor with the 3, but watch Joe come into the picture with that long wingspan.
He signed a multi-year deal with the NBA. It's a much more dynamic situation as Zhou Qi slams it home. They think of him more as a 4 than a 5,
That's
don't
right.
they, Fred?
Yeah, and he moves his feet really well in the defensive end, which, as you know, is so critical in guarding out on the floor. We're going to get an opportunity.
Sims kicks it out to Beasley, goes quick with it. And he's having a tough time finding the mark. Beasley, 3 of 8 from the field. After knocking down his first couple shots.
Well, run the show is perfect because in college he had great speed, sometimes out of control, but obviously we're seeing a more mature young player.
And here he is on cue with the rebound. Quarterman was a great player down at LSU for erstwhile head coach there, Johnny Jones.
Johnny's now at Nevada with Eric Musselman.
Williams on the move.
As anybody, and the proof's in the pudding during his time in Indiana. And you could see the hand development of Troy Williams on that finish.
Zhou Qi hacked underneath by Cornelie. And Qi will go to the free throw line. An intriguing prospect for the Houston Rockets. 7'2" out of China. The defensive player of the year in the Chinese Basketball Association. That's a league that not a lot of people know much about, Fran, but it's a very lucrative league, and guys like going over there to play, like Henry Sims of the Nuggets was telling me. He averaged 23 points and 12 rebounds over there, and their season ends in mid-February, so you can come back to the NBA and be signed as a free agent in time to be eligible for the playoffs. There's Sims on the bench.
Yeah, it's a great point. They also play a 48-minute game over there, unlike basketball, which is 40. So the stats are a little inflated. The defense is not very good, but the money, guess what? The bank accounts are good.
Ball out of bounds. It'll stay Denver basketball. And you know what? If it makes dollars, it always makes sense.
Makes sense. A wise man once told me that, who lives in the Miami area, covers the NBA for ESPN.
Sits on the shot clock.
Have any idea who I might be talking about?
Oh, yeah. The Boo Williams?
The Boo Williams.
Did not know that.
Yep. Boo Williams, the great AAU programs in the state of Virginia.
Oh, Beasley hit him with the hezzy, but let the shot off right.
Well, that wasn't exactly a hezzy pull-up Jimbo.
No, that was just a hezzy pull-up.
Just a hezzy.
The Jimbo was a little sideways.
Yeah. You know, I tweeted last week for Tim when Tim Hardaway signed. I said
Beasley took a little bit of a hit a moment ago, and maybe he's seeing two rims. Who knows? The vision might be a little off.
Yeah, that ball smacked him right in the face, didn't it?
Well, you talk about that Denver backcourt, though. We mentioned it.
Game for Houston. Gordon Beasley.
Morris has the mismatch on Qi. That time he couldn't finish over the taller Qi. Oh, Taylor spinning.
That dunk the other night against the Pelicans was about as good as I've seen.
I've Jet, G League last year, played with the South Bay Lakers, and then.
I mean, you look at high jumpers. Oh, there he goes, basketball player to watch. It was a dead sprint to the rim. Troy Williams just deked the defender and burned him.
Play that. All I will focus on is defense, and the offense can kind of come on its own. And some days it's not there, but defense always travels with you.
Whatever imperfections you may have, there aren't a lot for a lot of these guys.
The NBA guys do such a good job, and an athletic guy that has a good basketball IQ. He gets to open areas. He's got a good motor.